Since their promotion in 2022, Bournemouth has simply gone from strength to strength in the Premier League. Unfortunately for them though, they're getting raided. Dean Huijsen has joined Real Madrid, Milos Kerkez is supposed to be joining Liverpool, Justin Kluivert looks to be on his way out to join either Spurs or United, and there's a fair few other players rumoured to be leaving as well. However, with talents like Evanilson, Zabani and Uwatara still there, they just need someone to bring them back on course and drive them towards success. And that is where I come in, as today I'm becoming the brand new manager of the Cherries, with the goal of rebuilding this team after its overhaul from everybody, make Bournemouth better than ever, and hopefully at some point win them the Champions League. And so this is the Bournemouth side that we have inherited on our first day at the job, and we're taking over after the 24-25 campaign has finished. As you can see, they have just finished 9th at the very end of the season, and judging by these stats, it's not been a bad campaign at all. 13-6 for Semenyo, 13-8 for Kluivert, 12-1 for Evanilson, 9-4 for Uwatara. Yes guys, Bournemouth have pulled their weight. However, it's like I've already said though, the problem Bournemouth face next year is the fact that there's some players, some of their best players may I add, are actually leaving. One player in particular has already left in Dean Huijsen, who's gone to Madrid. There's Hungarian fullback Milos Kerkez, who's set to be joining Liverpool. There's also Antoine Semenyo, who's supposed to be leaving, and of course Justin Kluivert. The thing is though, once the storm passes, the damage that will be done won't be too bad, because they'll still have Evanilson, who in 13 games got 12 goals and 1 assist. They have Ukrainian centre-back Ilya Zabani, who's not only fantastic but really young still. And there's of course centre midfielder Alex Scott, who's only 21, showing great potential. And I personally plan on making him a pivotal part of this team. There is, however, one more thing we have to worry about with this Bournemouth side, and that's the fact that the boss has told me if any of the top 6 teams come in for our players before we reach the Champions League, we have to accept it no matter what. So if next year we get an offer for Evanilson from Manchester City, we've got no choice but to accept it. So we really have to try and get this team top 4 football as soon as humanly possible. Otherwise, as soon as we start progressing with Bournemouth, even just a little bit, we'll basically be banging our heads against a brick wall. As we enter our first proper season in charge of Bournemouth though, the first thing I feel like we had to do was get rid of all the players that are supposed to be leaving in real life. And there they all are, ladies and gents. I've even loaned out quite a few players of my choosing. And I know, Kerkez isn't going to City and Huijsen isn't going to Dortmund, but I've manually sorted this out. As you can see, Dean Huijsen's at Real Madrid, and Milos Kerkez is at Liverpool. Don't worry, realism's still intact. You may have noticed though that I didn't sell Justin Kluivert, and it's for that reason I've already said. He's not actually been linked to any rumours in the past week, so maybe he will stay at Bournemouth after all. Regardless though, we've now got 155 million to spend. And guys, let me tell you, we have got a lot of work to do with this Bournemouth side with that money. We've got to replace Semenyo, we've got to replace Dean Huijsen, we've got to replace Milos Kerkez, and maybe add 1 or 2 more players in other positions to this team to strengthen it as well. But don't worry about that, I've got my sources for players leaving Bournemouth, and I've got my sources for players joining them too. And the first one actually really surprised me, but Johan Bakayoko is supposed to be joining the Cherries, and we've just signed him for 23 million alongside giving them Marcus Tavernier. But what a player this guy is, only 22 years old, 80 rated, fantastic pace and dribbling, and if I'm not mistaken, he's already had a stint in the Premier League, so he knows what it's about. As for our next player joining us, it's another player from the Eredivisie League, and Quillen Hartman for 23 million. He's another good player though, another youngster like Bakayoko, 79 rated, really well-rounded stats, and in time he might just become a really good replacement for Kerkez. As our next player will be a great replacement for Dean Huijsen, as Omar Saleh from Udinese joins us for 21.4 million, who on paper is actually really similar to Huijsen. He's rapid, he's 6'4", great physicality. So far guys, we really can't be complaining about business, as we've now replaced all 3 of the big players that we've sold, and the team does look to be getting back on track, but there's 2 other positions I want to buy players for, and that's for the goalkeeping position and the right back position. Now yes, we do have Alex Paulson, who potentially could do a job for us in goal, but with him only being 73 rated and with us being in a little bit of a race to get Champions League football as fast as possible, this guy really isn't the kind of player we need in goal. And it's the same thing for Adam Smith, especially considering he's retiring. Don't worry though, I've got those 2 positions covered with the remaining budget we've got. As coming in for Adam Smith, we've just signed Tottenham Hotspur fullback Jed Spence for 23 million on the dot. He's still quite young, Premier League experience in abundance, actually a really solid player too. As for the keeper I'm going for, he's not actually linked to the Cherries in real life, but I think it makes all the sense in the world. And I'm going to need you lot to hear me out on this one, because Dorde Petrovic joins us from Chelsea for 25 million. There's no doubt he's a great keeper, 25, 6'4", already 81 overall. And the reason I've signed him is because right now Chelsea are looking to get rid of him anyways. They're on about signing Mike Magnan. They're still playing bloody Sanchez in front of this guy. So at least with us, he's going to get game time in abundance, and hopefully with us as well, he'll be able to reach his potential and then some. And there we go, with those 5 signings, that's our window done. Now it's just a case of making sure that everybody fits into the team and we've got the best starting 11 possible with the best tactics. And so we're going to rock the 4-2-1-3 with the counter-attack and build-up style and a pretty deep line. But this is how we'll look when we're on the counter-attack, guys. Our front 4 really out the pitch with attacking support from our 2 fullbacks. And with the quality we've just introduced into the team, I've got a feeling this is going to work and then some. I mean, come on, man. Look at the state of it now. We've done a cracking job with it already. I know we aren't pushing for top 4 this year. That's just unrealistic, but this is a stepping stone towards that. But we've officially now done everything we can to make this Bournemouth side better and ready for the season ahead. It's just a case now of them not only progressing as players but doing well on the pitch as well. And okay, so far so good. As you can tell from the progression, everybody's improved a little bit. My issue is very clear though, the stats are absolutely awful. I know this isn't an indication of how we've done in the Premier League, but this obviously isn't a good sign. On paper though, guys, it is a really solid team, so maybe we have done well, we just haven't scored that many in doing so. But guys, we stunk the joint out. We are 13th in the Premier League. 4 places lower than last year. Bloody hell, they were better off with the old manager they had instead of me. And the thing is, we're 24 points outside of the top 6, which means we're even further away from the top 4. Which obviously means for the foreseeable future, any one of the top 6 teams that want any of our players, they are more than welcome to bloody have them as long as they give us a transfer offer. And yes, we will be going off these top 6 teams. So that's Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs, and Aston Villa. You know, just to make it a little more accurate. To be fair though, with how we played this year, if any one of these players leaves at this point, I really won't be too fussed. I mean, we'll get some serious money if this does happen, guys, which honestly will only bode well for us going into the future. This is just me surmising though. For all we know, no players could get an offer, but one thing is for certain, next year we've got to step our game up. And I heard if you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, that'll definitely help us in doing that. So if you could do that for me right now, that'd be amazing. Here we are though, guys, season 3 with the Cherries, and as you can see, we've been a little bit raided. In the best way possible though. Brooks has gone to Marseille, Hamidou Traore has gone to Chelsea, but Bakayoko's gone to City for 93.8 million. And to be fair, if that offer came in anyway, I wouldn't be saying no to that. Because we now have 174 million to spend on this Bournemouth side to fix what went wrong last year and get them climbing up the table. The only slight issue we'll have with this team is because we finished 13th last year with them, our clout right now isn't exactly at an all-time high, so we may have to be quite strategic on who we bring in to bolster the strength of the squad entirely. So with that in mind, I went into the Championship where I found Tyler Dibling still playing for Southampton, so I stole him from them for 25 million. This guy's a joke though, 6'1", 20 years old, 79 rated, absolutely rapid. And honestly, this move does make sense. He's too good for the Championship, he'll bolster our attack, everything just comes together. As for our next signing, unbelievably, Harvey Elliott was playing in the Championship for Wolves, so I rectified that by spending 50 million on him. And this guy's insane, 23, 83 rated, great pace, passing and dribbling. And yes, you might be saying this is unrealistic, but what's more realistic, him playing in the Premier League for Bournemouth or him playing for Wolves in the Championship? Our next signing though is certainly more on the realistic side of things, as João Palhinha joins us from Bayern for only 22.5 million. And there's a good reason for this, so I need you to hear me out. He's obviously a quality player, our best CDM now with a ton of Premier League experience. And in real life, he's not happy with the lack of game time he's getting under Vincent Kompany, so at least here, he will get all the game time in the world. And this leaves us with 67 mil left to spend. And bear in mind, until we reach the Champions League, any player that the top 6 clubs want from us, they can have, so our next signing has got to be a statement signing. And that is where Matteo Guendouzi from Lazio comes in for 51.4 million. In his time away from the Prem, he's turned into a fantastic player, still only in his mid-20s. And him alongside alongside João Palhinha in that CDM role has got to make our team much better, surely. I mean, overall, to be fair, the team is way better in its own right. And we've somehow actually managed to get a decent bench without even really trying. It's just a question now, though, of if these guys can actually make a difference, or whether last year is going to repeat itself once again. Well, whatever happens in the league, it's safe to say that regardless, these stats are far better than last year. If Vanelson found his shooting beats with 27 goal contributions, 14 and 7 for Kluivert. Hang on, why is Kluivert getting that much game time when Harvey Elliott's in the team? This has got to be a joke. Harvey Elliott played 13 games whilst Kluivert played 43. You're actually joking me, aren't you? We spent a good amount of money on Harvey Elliott and he didn't even play half the freaking season. Well, looks like next year Kluivert at the bare minimum is getting loaned out, because there's no way, while someone better than him is playing in this team, that he's getting game time. Overall, though, the team has certainly progressed and then some this year. Not a single player under 80 rated now. And that has helped us to a 9th place finish in the Premier League once again. And I've just noticed something that is actually heartbreaking. We were literally 6 points outside the top 6, which means we were 2 wins away from not having to sell our best players if the top 6 teams come round for them. At the very least, though, Chelsea won the league. I know I'm in charge of Bournemouth, but I can take that as a Chelsea fan. They also went on to win the FA Cup and the bloody Carabao Cup. Oh my god, Chelsea are on smoke. You know what, though? After this year, I'm not actually too worried about having to sell all of our best players if that does actually happen next year. Because Guendouzi's worth a whole lot of money, so is Harvey Elliott, Evanilson now, Jed Spence, Petrovic, Tyler Dibbling. We can make serious money from these sales, definitely more than what we actually paid for them, and that actually means our team's going to be better afterwards anyways. And because this team finished inside the top 10 this year, our clout's risen just a little bit more, but we're also once again surmising just like last year. We'll just have to see what happens come season number 4. Well guys, we've just arrived into the brand new season, and as you can see from this team, we have certainly just been hit like a goddamn truck. Evanilson has joined Liverpool, Petrovic has gone to Spurs, which I'm going to be honest, made me feel sick. Senesi has indeed joined Aston Villa, and by my choosing, Kluivert, Krupi and Anthony have all gone out on loan. Krupi, though, is an interesting player, 2177 rated. If we didn't have so much money to spend, I'd actually give this guy a go in the starting 11 just to see what he could do. The fact of the matter is, though, we've got just under 185 million, and considering last year we finished 9th with Bournemouth, if we spend this money properly, I reckon we can make that jump to the top 4 and end all this BS. And because we're once again a top 10 team, we have a little more pull than last year, which is why we were able to sign Konstantinos Soulakis for 39.5 million, who is, as you can see, a cracking keeper, 6'4", 24, 83 rated already. Yeah, this guy isn't a bad replacement for Petrovic. Our next signing, though, is an absolute bargain, as we only had to spend 32 million to sign Mohamed Kudus. He's already Premier League experienced, only mid-20s, already that good, in an actual phenomenal replacement for Uwatara. As for our next signing, I was looking to bolster our defence, which is where Thomas Araujo comes in for 45.5 million. I mean, this guy can play anywhere in the back four. He's absolutely rapid, mid-20s, room for improvement. And if you think signing him was a good move, wait till you see who I'm replacing Evanilson with. As in walks Santiago Jimenez from OGC Nice for 45.5 million. He's only in his mid-20s, already an amazing striker with a keen eye for goal, a perfect replacement for Evanilson. And look at the team now, guys, it is quite literally better than it's ever been. I honestly thought selling our best players every year would have made this harder, but it's actually made it somewhat easier somehow. Saying that though, I really don't want to be selling any more players in this team next year. But I've now done everything I can. We spent all our money on these new signings, so it's up to them now to get us Champions League football. But man, judging by how many goals and assists we've scored this year, I really am not liking our odds that we pulled it off. I mean, why is Favier playing more goals than Tyler Dibbling? It's happened again, man. First with Kluivert and Harvey Elliott, now with Dibbling and Favier. The only consolation is now this team as a whole is near on world class. Have they done enough though to go from 9th in the Premier League to the top 4 to get Champions League football? Well, I'll be damned. We not only got top 4 football, we're second. I legit put calendar sim on, went toilet, came back expecting 4th place, not bloody joint top. Well, not joint top, you know what I mean, guys. That is actually, regardless though, a ridiculous achievement. We've even won the FA Cup, for goodness sake. Oh man, I don't care about the Carabao Cup. We've won silverware with the cherry. So not only did we get UCL football, not only did we win a trophy with this team this year, we don't have to sell anybody next year that we don't want to. We can do whatever we want for the first time with Bournemouth. And looking at this team, there's only a couple of things I want to actually do. The first is get a better centre-back than Solé. Now that we're in the Champions League, we do need someone stronger alongside Thomas Araujo. I am thinking of a better fullback than Hartman, but I'll have to look at his development plan first and then go from there. There's also João Palhinha that I want to replace. Now that he's 32 years old, next year his stats will start to go down, and that's the perfect time to pull the trigger on someone better. And finally, as controversial as this sounds, I want to replace Tyler Dibling. Because to be fair, he hasn't hit his stride like I wanted him to, and we can't take any chances now that we're in the UCL. The thing is though too, we need to keep our status as a top 4 team going forward as well. Because if we slip out of it, guys, the top 6 are more than free to do what they've been doing since the bloody beginning. And that means that making sure this team is better than ever going forward is more important than ever before. And guys, trust me when I say, as the new season begins, our first signing is a damn statement that we are not to be taken lightly again. As Nico Gonzalez joins us from Man City for only 38.9 million. He's 6 years younger than João Palhinha and better in literally every other department. That's only one signing though, there's 2 more I want to make. The first of which is Brentford centre-back Pierre Kalulu, who we just signed for 48.7 million. And finally, the player to complete our front 3, Christian Pulisic from Liverpool for 48.5 million. And that, guys, will definitely do. Our team is by a mile the strongest it's ever been, and we've surely got one of the best benches in the entirety of Europe. Which bodes well for us because we're in the UCL this year, but that's not personally my main goal. I want this team to maintain their spot in the top 4, because the longer we're able to do that, the longer we'll be able to keep our players all together and continue to build this Bournemouth side into the best team in the world. And it's mission accomplished for Season 5. We're once again second, but once again just miss out on the title by 1 point. So this is actually quite weird. We got the same wins, draws and losses and the exact same goal difference. But they scored 2 more than us. Surely that's not won them the title. Because someone let me know about this, because I'm actually quite confused at how they won the title when we're literally even pretty much everywhere. Moving on from that though, Arsenal did beat us to win the Community Shield, which I'm not surprised because that is their specialty. They also won the FA Cup, but we beat them to win the Carabao Cup. Okay, so far we've won the FA Cup, we've won the Carabao Cup, it's just the Premier League title in Champions League we're after now. And it's a solid start in the UCL as we've topped the league phase undefeated. And we went on to just about beat Bologna in the round of 16. We once again beat Arsenal in the quarters. And we beat Leverkusen on pens. We're playing Inter Milan in the final. Oh my god, I can't believe we might actually do this first time. I haven't seen the team though, I'm not being funny. I reckon we should definitely, quite easily may I add, absolutely wipe the floor with them. I mean, look at our team compared to theirs, man. Tactically, formation, player quality wise, we wiped the floor with them. Stats wise though, I've gotta say, we are still absolutely shocking. This is the one part of Bournemouth we haven't figured out yet. In fairness though, these guys have won the FA Cup, won the Carabao Cup, and twice in a row just missed out on the Premier League title, so we can't be that bad overall, can we? Especially considering we are a good 90 minutes away from being the best team in the world. We just have to get past Bayer Leverkusen first. Gotta say guys, my confidence is through the roof. Whenever we play a team that's got 5 at the back or 3 at the back, it's very, very easy to split them apart defensively. But we have to be defensively solid ourselves. I don't like... Oh my freaking god, that is not a good start at all, is it? Literally just as I say, I'm confident as hell, they go and do that. I mean, that's just calm it at its finest. I'm just happy it came 5 minutes in. If it was 5 minutes before the death, it'd have been way worse. Elliot though, he's gone back. Oh well, that would have been a good ball if it was like 20 foot to the left. Right idea though, to be fair. See, the thing is with Inter, they've got nobody really in the middle of the park. They'll always go to the wings because of their formation, which really bodes well for us because we're so strong in the centre of the park. Here comes Calafiori though. He's whipped a ball in. It's reached its man, but it's also found its way to our centre back. Harvey Elliott, he's whipping a ball out wide. Okay, oh, here they come though once again. Back post, Jed Spencer's there. Good defending. Standard procedure really for him. Tell you what, Pulisic is doing well here. Okay, bring it back. Can we get a shot? Bloody hellfire. How the hell did we mess that up, man? That was like such an easy attempt to put away if you think about it. Here we come though now. Okay, can we get Kudos on the end of that? No, we can't. They've done something smart into Milan have. They've got a very, very deep line with a 5 at back. That's making it a little more difficult to brush past. But we'll do it as we've got Pulisic on the ball. I've just just realised, against his former rival team as well. Pulisic is in behind as well. Pulisic, the former AC Milan man, makes it 1-0 5 minutes before half-time. I think that's what we got to do. Hit them on the break with pace on the wings, because that's where they're lacking pace the most. I mean, Pulisic just leaves. I think that's Bastoni for dead. And from there, he's never in a million years missing. And we're not waiting until the second half to get a second. We could get one here. Oh, this could be gorgeous. Go on then. Oh, could you imagine if that went in? That would have been unreal. Second half now, though, I'm a little disappointed with how we played in the first half. I thought we'd have been way stronger. We are the stronger team overall, though, now. But it was definitely a disappointing first half. Inter are being patient. They're on the right-hand side of the pitch now. Okay, they've gone back post. Nobody's there to cover the man. Thankfully, that came to nothing. Pulisic on the ball, though. On the break, he's been deadly on this right-hand side. If we can get it back to him once again, he can use his pace. He's going to... Oh, that's a great challenge. Fair play. Once again, Pulisic. Can we see the return? Maybe we can if we cut inside. Oh, we're on the right side of him. This could be two. Oh, Cordos. He couldn't get on the rebound. Harvey Elliott can, though. Oh, he's on his left foot as well. Oh, that's a gorgeous goal. Great recovery. Cordos was there. Brings it back to Harvey Elliott, and he slots it away with 25 minutes to go. Harvey Elliott. I mean, why on earth was Clivert playing over this guy, man, when he can do this? The comeback is also complete now. We just need to make sure defensively we're rock solid. Here we come, though. Nico Gonzalez is going to find Guendouzi, who can literally do a bit. Look at that, man. Guendouzi. He's going to try and find Santiago Jimenez, who, do you know what? I'll be real, he's been a waste of space in this game. Like, for a striker, I haven't actually seen him once, which, like, is just dreadful. He's good for simulating games, because that's where he does do the most damage, but in game, absolutely woeful. But here comes Harvey Elliott again. He's going to do... Oh my God, what a goal that would have been. Here come into Milano. Bergval on the ball. He's going to find Rice. Rice is going to go inside. Oh, that's good defense. No! Oh, good keeping. 5 minutes to go as well. Let's hold on to the lead, boys. I tell you what, let's see if we can get a counter-attack going here. Okay, Salakas, good gathering of the ball there. Let's get it up to Pulisic. Didn't really work out first time. Let's try it second time. Okay, Pulisic, I need you to run. Okay, on the ball he is. Right, he's absolutely knackered though. Can we keep this ball alive? Still on the ball is Pulisic. He's going to try and cut inside. He's going to go inside. Harvey Elliott's there, surely. Oh, good keeping. Doesn't make a difference, though. The full-time whistle's gone. We've beaten Inter 2-1 in the final to make Bournemouth the best team in the world. And I wish we could say we did it with the originals, but thanks to that rule where any top 6 team that came in for our place, we had to get rid of them. Half of them just vanished like that after 2 seasons. Despite all that, though, we went on to win the FA Cup. We also won the Carabao Cup, came close to the Premier League title, but we won the Champions League anyway. And that, ladies and gents, means my job with them is done. If you have enjoyed this video and would like to see more content like this in the near future, drop it a big old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see another video right now, YouTube recommends you click here and watch this.